You go into this room that's lit by the flares outside. And the complexities of the timing of the flares, and that exercised us for a few months in pre-production. We, in a sense, constructed the set in order to create the shadows. The window splits in half and opens just after the techno cranes push through it and floats down. Camera's then unhooked from the techno crane and then operated by two grips who follow George down the road. In the reflection of the puddle on the right there, you get the flares overhead. And as that goes out, it reintroduces you to Schofield, who's walking away. And there's this feeling of triumph that somehow, even though he doesn't know where he's going, even though he's forgotten everything, he's still stumbling blindly on and he's going to succeed. And then out of nowhere, from the same place that's firing the flares, you hear this off-camera shouts and these gunshots. When you're in the cinema, all you hear is his breathing and the music and the footsteps. And then we built in this moment where we pan round as he throws himself down on the floor. The two grips climb onto a small Jeep, which accelerates away, pointing obviously the camera backwards off the Jeep as he runs towards camera. And he times it so that as the light just begins to die, he's up and running again. And again we go into darkness, and again the flare goes up, and the music builds. Here behind him on the wall is a little homage to my grandmother. That is a poster for the circus, because my grandmother grew up in the circus in South America in the 20s and 30s. You can be the first to hear it.
That's incredible.
There's a blend point when he crosses behind the wall through there's a little tobacconist. The flares die and we go into this main street. One of the things I said to Dennis Gaster, the fantastic production designer, was you need to construct the town as it would have been before it was destroyed. So it has a logic to it, and then we can destroy it.
Wow.
This is Main Street leading into Main Square, with the colonnades on either side. So we knew where the tobacconist was, we knew where the cafes were, where the square was, where the rich people lived, where the allotments were, and of course where the church is, and the sort of slightly cross-like fountain is in the middle of the square. And you get this De Chirico landscape, these empty towns with these big shadows and big archways that you feel like you've been to in a dream sometime. Here's a cafe on the right, you see the remnants of the cafe tables, and suddenly he's open out. This is the epicenter, and this is the big lighting rig, the largest lighting rig Roger Deakins has ever created. There was something like 2,000 lights, which then was turned in by visual effects to a burning church. Out of the brightness of it, just to the right there emerges this shadow. And because the shadow is relaxed, Schofield assumes him to be a friend, and the man assumes Schofield as a friend until they get so close and they realize, hang on a second. And here behind him, a small motorbike backs up, onto which the camera operator climbs. And when George starts to run, the motorbike accelerates with him.
Wow.
There was a fair amount of rehearsals there.
There's so much in that was required. The timing in particular, you know, when he falls and then waiting for the flare to, but that right moment and knowing when he's ready to move, when the cinematographer's ready to move, all that kind of thing as well. Does that excite you, or is it terrifying, or do you like that?
Oh, I loved it. Loved it. Yeah.
It's so fascinating. It's like, bloody hell, just for that one shot.